Hello, my name is Celine, and I will be doing my presentation on the major oxide models of monocraters. The models shown in this presentation are derived from previous research conducted by Michelle Johnson. The monocraters are a relatively young volcanic chain made up of craters, domes, and lava flows. The chain stretches for 25 miles from the northwest shore of Mono Lake to the south of the Mammoth Mountains. By using 127 samples collected by Johnson, we will determine whether the compositional changes of the craters magma was a result of fractional crystallization, equilibrium crystallization, or magma mixing. We hypothesize that the rhyolites of the monocrater were created by fractional crystallization of primitive magmas, which contained a 52% weight of silicon dioxide. The following graphs demonstrate the different processes which may have altered the composition of the magmas. In orange, we have the fractional crystallization model. In purple, we have the equilibrium crystallization model. And in yellow, we have the magma mixing model. The percent weight of each of the oxides is represented by the blue data points. The goal of this is to find a model that best fits the data trend. As seen here, the fractional crystallization model, shown in orange, forms an exponential curve which works well for some major oxides such as silicon dioxide, seen here, but not for others such as aluminum dioxide, which we will see in the next slide. The equilibrium crystallization model, shown in purple, never fully extends to incorporate all our data values, making it the least suitable model to represent this data. The magma mixing model, shown in yellow, forms a linear trend which fits our data quite well. Here we have another major oxide modeling graph. Using aluminum oxide instead of silicon dioxide, here we can see how fractional crystallization doesn't always represent our data. We also know how the equilibrium crystallization model continues to fail to incorporate all our data sets. We also continue to see this linear trend formed by the mixing magma model, which incorporates all our data points and explains them quite well. Here we have yet another major oxide modeling graph in which we can continue to see familiar trends, such as the linear trend formed by the magma mixing model, which incorporates all our data points and does a nice job of explaining the primitive and evolved magmas. We also see our equilibrium crystallization model, shown in purple, which fails once again to incorporate all of our data sets. We also see our fractional crystallization model, which explains some of our data, but leaves out a lot of them as well. In conclusion, the hypothesis can be rejected because although fractional crystallization works well for some major oxides like silicon dioxide, it doesn't always work, as we can see in the aluminum dioxide model, in the aluminum dioxide graph. We can conclude that the magma mixing was the process by which the composition of the monocrater's magma was changed. The magma mixing mode best describes each of the major oxides by a linear relationship which reflects the trend of our data.